Coming up on City Spotlight, it's the conclusion to Season 10 as we finish another season of City Spotlight in Neoga. First, we'll talk the latest going on in Neoga with Neoga Mayor Tom Helm and Brenda Evans, Neoga City Administrator. First, we'll remember former Neoga Mayor Marty Hartke. And Tom and Brenda will go over new economic development in Neoga and an update on public works in Neoga. Then we head over to Neoga Schools and catch up on Neoga Schools with Neoga Schools Superintendent Kevin Haarman. Kevin will talk about the start of a new school year in Neoga and an inside look at the latest facility work done at Neoga Junior Senior High School. We're talking all things Neoga to end Season 10 of City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com. And hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. As you can see, we are on location, and you might be able to tell by the backdrop where we are to end Season 10 of City Spotlight. We are back in Neoga in a familiar spot, Neoga City Hall, as we tape here on August 12th, and we welcome, first of all, back to the program, a familiar face, Brenda Evans, Neoga City Administrator. Brenda, great to see you again.
Nice seeing you too.
And first time on the program, the current mayor of Neoga, Tom Helm. Tom, great to have you on for a first time.
Hello, sir. Thank you.
Again, great to be back in Neoga. We ended Season 9 of City Spotlight in Neoga, so 2 seasons in a row in Neoga, so glad to be back here in these offices that we've been away from for a few years. And before we dive into what's happening in Neoga here, as we tape here in the middle of August, Tom, you're a first time person on this program. Tell our audience about yourself, please.
Born and raised in Neoga. We moved here since age 5. I've been here ever since. I went through school here, been a park district for 16 years, fire department, and I've been with the city for close to 20.
Wow. So you know the community quite well.
Very well. Yes.
And you've been mayor of Neoga now for a little over a year, spring of 2023.
Yes.
Tell us how the first year went as mayor of Neoga.
A few challenges, but for the most part, it's a very good learning experience, and in a way we can find out how can we move forward. We want to get bigger and better.
There's some things about the community that you've kind of been in a while that you've learned?
Yeah.
Just a few? All right.
I don't know what to say.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Very good. Glad to have you on, Tom, and Brenda as well. And again, we're taping here August 12th of 2024. And there's no easy transition to talk about our next subject here. But 3 months ago on May 12th, the Neoga community lost former Neoga Mayor Marty Hartke. Marty was a native of Neoga, a person who was on this program twice. We had him on right there in the very beginning of his time as mayor, right there before the COVID-19 pandemic started. And he appeared on this program two times in about 7 months. And Brenda, you sat next to Marty right here in this spot here in Neoga City Hall. And want to ask you about Marty leading his hometown community and what his contributions were.
Oh, his contributions were amazing, not only with the city, but with multiple volunteer boards that he served on, from county, city. Outreach, it was unbelievable. And I feel that, I think you will see in Neoga what he started for years to come.
Served as mayor there for a full term?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Tom, you stepped in as mayor of Neoga here spring of 2023, as we mentioned, the new mayor of Neoga. And is there anything you'd like to add about Marty Hartke?
Hometown Christmas was one of his biggest passions, and since he started this on the roll, it has gotten bigger and bigger, and I'm just thankful that he had such a passion for it, because it's a very, very big part of our community now.
Tom had big shoes to fill.
Well, he sat right here in this seat. We enjoyed his 2 times. Wish we could have gotten some more in there, but I know the community of Neoga is hurting a little bit still, even a few months later. But we appreciate his time here, and we know he did great things for his hometown. Go ahead.
He did.
Okay, very good. No easy way to transition out of that. I do want to mention, as we were talking here about Marty, did throw a picture on the screen there of last Suey Fest. The NPP had a photo of him. They handed him an award there, so a little photo there of Marty, about a year ago or so.
Yes.
All right, very good. So we'll transition now to talk about what's going on in the community of Neoga again as we tape here in August of 2024, and let's dive into economic development. And a location not too far from where we're taping, just a couple of blocks away, the Neoga IGA is going to become a bowling alley. Tell us about that.
A bowling alley and entertainment center.
Right.
It's going to be amazing, with activities from little kids to very senior people. But what they're planning on doing will be a family-oriented location.
Thunder Lanes is the name?
Thunder Lanes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Both of you very knowledgeable of the community. This is a pretty easy follow-up. Has there been a bowling alley previously in Neoga?
Never.
I don't know of any, unless
So this is a first.
there was a
Yes.
theater years and years ago, but bowling alley's new.
Okay. Pretty convenient location for people in the community where the building is. And something that we've talked about on this program in so many communities is repurposing buildings. So I guess, Tom, ask you as the mayor of Neoga to be able to repurpose a building for something else moving forward.
Well, the building down here on the corner is going to be called Nehemiah's.
Okay.
And it is going to be a high-end steak restaurant with a coffee shop being
Bakery.
part
So
of
another
it
new
as
addition
well.
to the community, a steakhouse in addition to the bowling alley. So
Correct.
repurposing buildings.
Yes.
All right.
And then down the next block will be Shorts Plaza.
Okay.
And it's a huge area to where many different people that wanting to promote their businesses can come in and do a storefront type of setting.
Can I ask, is it Shorts Plaza, the Short family?
Shorts
Okay.
fronted.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
The developer wanted to keep respect for the Short family, because the
Nice.
Short family
Yes.
has been a part of history for years and years and
And the
years.
furniture.
The
building.
furniture business,
Yes.
And so he wanted to keep it respect to the Shorts family and kept it Shorts Plaza,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll have multiple retail storefronts and a lot lot of activities going on
Right.
in a courtyard type situation.
good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll
Right
be fun.
along this line here.
Chestnut Avenue.
Very good. All right. Anything else economic development just before we've taped here? I know it's been about 4 years since we've been in this room, but anything else economic development wise moving forward, or is that pretty much the gist of it?
Well, we've got the new Napa store out by the Interstate Exchange,
Great.
and we're working with some possible car wash, laundromat situations, and with the new Shorts Plaza,
Wow.
possibly 10,
Anything can be
15.
in there.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 to 15 retail
The
stores.
Napa location is where is that going to be adjacent to the interstate interchange?
It's going to be on the southeast intersection.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Down there.
All right. Right there on 45. Very good.
Correct.
Awesome. Great new things coming to Neoga. Very good. Again, it's been a while since we've taped here, so I figured there's probably a handful of public works items, whether it be water, sewer, road. What's going on in public works in Neoga?
Last few years, we've got a lot of water lines replaced.
Great.
Hydrants. We're pretty well got most of the east side of town completely updated.
Wonderful.
And now we just got to work on a few lines on the west side, and we're a lot better than what we was.
I believe that was what we talked about the previous time, talking with you and Marty back a few years back, that that stuff was in the works, and good to hear that it was completed.
Finally here.
Yes.
Yeah. That side's everything. We're finishing up on the one small section of it with this latest grant. Bids will be out next week, so
Great.
we'll have more on that one there. Then, like Mayor Helm said, it'll be completely finished as of that time frame on that side, and then start on this side. We have a new sewer plant,
Wonderful.
wastewater treatment plant.
Location is
Same location.
okay. All right, very good.
Just updated everything there.
Updated and reconfigured.
That doesn't happen very often either in,
No.
in any community. So that's tremendous moving forward for many years to come.
Many years to come.
Fantastic.
And then there's the new sidewalk
Now we
project.
got a new sidewalk project that
It'll be shared path grant that we received. It'll be sidewalks from the high school all the way over to the park.
Wonderful.
Includes the old city park. So
Beautiful.
yeah, it'd be great.
Straight line path, schools to or
Not quite.
kind of cross.
It's picking up some blocks that we
Okay.
didn't have sidewalks for kids
Oh, great.
to
Yeah.
be able to travel through to the park, to schools. So it'll be a nice adjustment.
Wonderful. Mr. Haarman might mention that in our next
There you
segment.
go.
We're talking Neoga schools, so very good. Anything else? Anything else public works wise? I mean, that's a lot of
well,
that's
there's
a lot of stuff.
people that walk in town, and this new sidewalk to where they can start at point A and end up at the same place, and just never get off of a sidewalk. So it's a lot safer, especially for the
Absolutely.
kids. But we've got a lot of people that walk in
Probably the
town.
number one thing about working on sidewalks, whether it be brand new or fixing old ones, is the
Right.
safety component for
Exactly.
people walking.
Right.
So excellent, very good. Coming up here in a little over a month from when we're taping here, another great annual event in Neoga. Almost hit the 10 mark now. The 9th Suey Fest at Jennings Park. I mean, another year of Suey Fest. That's a great tradition that's happening on the final Saturday of September. Plug for that.
It's a great opportunity for people to get out and enjoy the fall weather. They've got kids activities. They have a smoke off, so that you can, if you've got a team or you feel that you could compete against some of these veterans that are out there
Yeah.
barbecuing, you could do that. Live music and live the different vendors, and
Seen some great pictures on the social media page in recent
yes.
years, so it looks like a great time.
it is.
These
It
guys
is.
are hardcore too. They'll nurse them things overnight, all night long.
And it's all free. You can come out and enjoy the games, and the kids can have fun with their friends from school or families. It's almost like another Neoga Days where everybody gets together right
Yeah.
as school starts and enjoy the fall weather.
Jennings Park is the place to have.
It is.
It's the place to be for those festivals, and also you got coming up down the road another hometown Christmas in Neoga at the end of November. So great activities and a lot of great inner workings in the community, new businesses. So a lot going on in Neoga moving forward.
We do.
And the fire department always has a bubble fest before the school starts again. This year, just last weekend, they had over 10,000 balloons, water
Wow.
balloons. So they had one really good
That's a few
water balloon
balloons.
fight. Took about 4 minutes to just deplete all of them. But
All that work to air them up, and they're gone.
It was an
all
awesome
water. It
event,
was-
though. A
it was
lot of
water
kids
ball-
was there.
Water
Yeah,
balloons,
water
right?
balloons,
It was all
yeah.
water balloons. So it was
All
a nice
water
warm
balloons.
day for it last week.
Fantastic, perfect timing on
They
that.
had a blast. Yeah.
Well, that's all I got. I think we hit the 12-minute mark perfectly.
Perfect.
Brenda Evans, Tom Helm, thank you for updating us on the latest going on in Neoga. Tom, great to have you on our first time.
Thank you for
Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate
Very
you.
much. And coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll change locations as we continue talking Neoga. We'll talk to Kevin Haarman about the latest going on with Neoga Schools. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Neoga. And we're back here on City Spotlight, this new episode on Neoga, again to end season 10 of City Spotlight, another season ending City Spotlight in Neoga. We ended season 9 of City Spotlight with a two-part feature on a student athlete here in Neoga. And so we're back talking Neoga Schools with Kevin Haarman, Neoga Schools Superintendent. Kevin, great to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
We're taping here on August 12th. School years are about to start throughout the area, K through 12 higher ed. Kevin, let's talk about the start of a new school year. You're starting in just a couple days.
Yeah, we will have teachers here on Wednesday and our students here on Wednesday and teachers here on Thursday. So looking forward to another smooth start of the school year. Looking to follow up on the successes that we had previous school year. We've got an experienced and professional staff, teachers, parapros, cooks, bus drivers, secretaries. They're all sharing the same common goal of just doing what's best for our kids, and it just makes my job a lot easier. Our admins, Jordan Bear, our elementary principal, Jennifer Bridges, our junior high principal, and Mike Taylor, our dean of students athletic director, they really focus on their buildings and making them move in the right direction, and it really helps me out to focus on the big picture of the district. You know, some of the academic and curriculum accolades that we'd like to follow up on. We were commendable status last year as a district, very close to being exemplary. In fact, when you took we compared 60 local school districts, we were 5th on our summative score of those 60. So that was a pretty proud accomplishment that we had. Another proud accomplishment we'd like to follow up on is 100% graduation rate. We also had 7 Illinois State Scholars out of 40 and 1 National Merit Scholar qualifier. And then our seniors last year received over $375,000 in scholarships. So it's kind of a challenge to this year's senior group of following up on some of those kind of accomplishments.
Set the bar high.
They set the bar high. Yes, sir. And then we've got other improvements that we want to continue to make from a curricular standpoint. We're going into year 3 on our math curriculum.
Right.
Obviously, we saw some good progress with some of those scores that I just mentioned on year 2. So we'll see how that goes. We continue to refine our elementary and junior senior high interventions to give kids additional support and enrichment. So those are pretty robust in both buildings, specifically in the elementary. We really pride ourselves on those. So we'll continue to update those and get better at those. And then, just some of the co-curricular and extracurricular activities. We had a really good junior high softball team last year. They won the conference. Junior high volleyball won a regional. Junior high girls basketball had a very successful season. And then our junior high girls track placed 3rd in state. Junior high boys placed 5th in state. And then our Neoga bass team went to nationals this year. So Riley Dirtle and Landon Titus really represented us well on a national stage. And then I think every year I talk about our ag program, our FFA and ag program. Our kids do some tremendous work both at districts and state competitions, and we always get some kids to national competition as well. So shout out to Cody Haarman and our ag teacher for all their hard work. So just looking forward to a smooth start to the year and see what kind of accomplishments and things our students can do.
A lot of great accomplishments, a lot of shout outs there by Kevin. So that's great to hear as a new school year starts in Neoga. And as we talked with Kevin last time we had you on, which was the end of the 2022-23 school year, you had a lot of physical things in the works in your 2 buildings, the junior, senior high, and the elementary school. And a lot of that was done after we taped and a lot this summer. So let's start with the elementary school and that nice new signage you have out there. Yeah,
so that was complete in the last summer of 23. Now that the elementary school actually says Neoga Elementary School, so a little bit of history of our district. We used to have 3 buildings. We closed one of those down. That used to be the old elementary school, moved everybody over to what was at that time the middle school.
Correct.
So the signage said middle school on it. We needed to do several updates to that building anyways, one being a brand new roof. So we had that done, and then what we would call waterproofing, or another word for that is just painting. We had that also done last year, and in doing that, it made sense to replace that signage with some really nice backlit LED signage that says Neoga Elementary on the front, and then from the interstate side it says Neoga too. So it's kind of like a welcome to Neoga.
Yeah, very noticeable.
Very, very noticeable. We've gotten a lot of messages. As soon as we put it up and turned the lights on, I was receiving messages within hours of, hey, great signage. I can see.
You definitely know where you are when you pass on I-57.
You absolutely do. You sure do. So that was, and then also in the summer of 23 in the junior senior high, a couple of student bathrooms. We renovated those, and then all 3 of our science labs, 2 at the junior high or high school, and then 1 at the junior high, and then our library as well, our media center. So we redid all those, and then we did some abatement of tile work down some of the hallways. So that was the summer of 23.
Right.
Now this summer of 24.
Yeah, as I pulled into the parking lot today to tape with Kevin, as school year's about to start, still some big construction trucks outside as you finish off that work.
Yeah. So this is probably from the junior senior high standpoint, much more heavier construction this summer. Finished the rest of the abatement of the tile work down hallways, and then everywhere else I'm about to talk about. The lobby, complete renovation of upgrading of the lobby, concession stand, cafeteria, and then
Heavy traffic areas.
heavy traffic areas, and then also the main lobby bathroom, in which is high traffic for not only our kids but the general population during sporting events and other activities. In addition to that, we completely redid and reconfigured and demoed and reconstructed our locker rooms and PE offices. So that, and in addition to doing that, we took some of the shower space that we used to not use really at all, larger shower space, and now we have public bathrooms down at that end of the wing too. So really made some really good use of the space that we had by reconfiguring all of that. I spoke about our FFA and Ag program. Very award-winning. We have a lot of kids that want to be in that program.
It's a good problem to have.
It is a very good problem to have. The problem that we do have, though, is space. We've got a metal fabrication shop and then a wood shop, but within that metal fabrication shop is a very small classroom. And so there's obviously classroom work that has to be done within our ag curriculum. And so we wanted to expand and add on to that. It made the most logical sense of where our current weight room is right now was an old classroom. It was a CAD classroom or industrial arts classroom, and it's right next to, with doors and windows, next to one of the ag shops. So it made sense to move our classroom into that. Then we needed somewhere to go with the weight room, so we added an addition on to the south end of our building. So that's a weight room, and then also we added some storage because it's a 1978 building, and we just didn't have a whole lot of storage and don't have a whole lot of storage. So it made sense to do that as well. So a lot going on. We should have that all completed hopefully by the end of the week.
Fantastic. So a nice overview. Cliff notes is what I wrote down here of Kevin going through everything. Now we're going to take you on a little tour inside the junior senior high and check out all the things that Kevin just talked about and maybe some more things. So Kevin, let's go check out the new stuff.
Okay, sounds good. All right, everything you see, this is our lobby. Everything that you see in our lobby, tile work, paint, lighting, the front end logo as you walk in that greets our visitors. This is all brand new, part of the district renovation project. All new paint scheme and design, new casework for trophies and other items to display.
And you've had some hardware in recent years to put that up.
We have, actually. We've got one of our newer trophies in the trophy case right now that just got back from the engravers. That was our third place state trophy from our 7th grade girls track team. So we've got several more that are in storage right now. We haven't got them in their display cases yet. But
this is very inviting with all this bright color and paint.
Absolutely. So Andrew Ewing is our architect. He works through the Upchurch group in Mattoon, and he's a Neoga grad. He's phenomenal. Did a fantastic job. He would send different proofs back and forth to us for Jennifer Bridges and I to take a look at. So he's phenomenal. So did a fantastic job. Restrooms have been completely renovated. Okay, come on in. So epoxy tile, everything's been touched. Ceiling, lights, head to toe.
You don't see bathrooms brand new and shiny like this, and I'm sure the students appreciate it greatly.
Absolutely, yeah. No, there's more of that to come through the course of the tour. We also renovated our concession stand. So there's one more item that will be coming, and that's like a garage door type gate that comes down. It's a bright red, but this is where we're at right now. We're still waiting that to
And
come.
obviously, this is heavily used during the athletic season.
Heavily used during the athletic season. As I said, this is a junior senior high, so we have our junior high and high school using this entire facility, and the concession stand is highly used. I know it's going to be very welcomed by our sponsors and our classes that use this, and the PTO that helps sponsor all of our concessions. So, and then as we move over to our cafeteria, again used by both junior senior high, so 6 through 12. New paint scheme, new tile.
And again, another area heavily used by the students.
Absolutely, yes. So heavily used by our students. Again, they did a phenomenal job in here. And again, our kids have been overwhelmed by the new looks, the new digs. And down on the end too, another ad we put down there was a microwave station. So some of our students who don't always eat every day We added a new microwave station down there for them. The hallways in this particular area have been renovated. This is our junior high wing, so abating of the tile and then new floor tile have been put down. But we still have some work in this coming summer. This is our athletic area, locker rooms, coach's office, PE area. This hallway has always been here. However, we went to 4 different locker rooms, junior high locker rooms, high school locker rooms. What we added and made better configuration of all of our space and better use of our space are public bathrooms down in this wing. So we have nice public bathrooms that are very similar to what you saw in the front lobby. Junior high boys locker room. So junior high boys
This
locker
is
room.
something that many people probably don't get to see. I mean, this is a brand new locker room.
Yes.
You see it at university, collegiate athletics, but for high school and junior high kids to get a new locker room, this is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, the response from them has been overwhelmingly positive.
Certainly adds a lot of excitement
It does.
with the new school year to walk into a building with, oh, this is new.
We had a pack your locker night, which is a tradition that we've been doing for the last handful of years. And this was just the day right before school started. They came in for about an hour, and I can't tell you how many comments that we got from kids saying, I really want to come to school now. So, so a lot of those comments, and very, very, very heartwarming to see that. Officials, so referees. So our joke is, hopefully this is good for a couple of calls this year, referees out there, is an officials room with their own lockers. And we call them MVP lockers. Additional touch that we added at not too much of more of a cost. And again, this is in both high school locker rooms, and we just wanted to make it a little bit more special for those, for those indoor sports, is what we call a team locker room. So a lot of comments so far on what we've done here. It's not atypical in new construction or renovations that some schools have these kind of team lockers. It's becoming a lot more common. But from what we've heard, ours is pretty special. So let's take a look.
Okay. This is where they break it down and meet up and everything that you might have seen in a movie. Drawing board, the locker room, everything.
Yeah, so again, casework, Stevens Industries, they did a fantastic job. And we've, again, the response with our kids has been overwhelmingly positive.
City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.